This episode.
About an hour and 45 minutes from now. This is SportsCenter with Kevin Nagandi and Elle Duncan. We also, with the NFL's trade deadline inching closer, are going to look and talk to our insider Adam Schefter about the latest trade rumors surrounding Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson.
Okay, 11 games on the NBA schedule tonight, including a doubleheader on ESPN. We'll get you ready for Celtics-Knicks, but first we're
less than 2 weeks away. What's the latest you can tell us about Watson and those trade rumors?
Well, I think the reason this comes up today is
we know that you'll have the latest for us when and if that happens. We did just mention Baker Mayfield as we talk about people who are being shelved. That, of course, Baker because of injury against the Broncos, so we won't see him tomorrow night. I want you to go take to tape on some injuries, but start there with Mayfield and a potential timeline for a return.
Well,
good news for a Niners team that, again, is going to be trying to make a little inroads in what looks like a division that is starting to become top-heavy, but we're seeing a little separation there. Adam Schefter joining us here to break down this postseason. You've seen it in every single series. Cody Bellinger has come up clutch as we go out live to Dodger Stadium and are joined by MLB reporter Alden Gonzalez, who's joining us now. Again, if you're watching this game last night, Alden, right, and you're a normal fan who didn't know that Cody Bellinger in September was hitting in the 150s, you might wonder how he's able to do this. But Alden, share with us, how is he able to come up clutch in these big moments? His son's TikTok account. It was, though, it was a complete momentum changer because Dodger Stadium was as quiet as a church until that moment. We saw something similar happen last year with Corey Seager, right, who really turned things around for them. From the pitching perspective, Julio Urias is going to get the start for the Dodgers. He made a relief appearance in Game 2. So what are you expecting? Real expectations from him tonight, Alden? Complain about being used similarly and how his arm was completely dead when he had to make his start. We'll see if it's the same for Julio Urias. Also on the Braves side, it does bear mentioning the Braves scheduled starter, Huascar Ynoa, has been scratched because of injury. He will now be replaced by right-hander Jesse Chavez, who's going to serve as the opener as Atlanta is pitching a bullpen game tonight. Alden Gonzalez breaking down Game 4 for us ahead of a pivotal one out in L.A. Hello to a man who knows it very well. Former Knick and New York native Mark Jackson is joining us. And Mark, I know you're from New York. You went to St. John's. You have very unique insight into what Kimber Walker is going through. What do you think it's going to be like for him to play at MSG, really just tonight and moving forward?
Well, it's great. The one advantage he has.
Says you can't go home again. On the other side, of course, we've got the Celtics and Ime Udoka to coach a roster led by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Where do you see this Celtics team fitting in what is a very stacked Eastern Conference?
I see them fitting.
He's armed with maybe the most dangerous of weapons, something to prove. Celtics and Knicks coming your way, 7:30 Eastern. Thank you, Mark Jackson.
NBA Countdown is next.
Let's go. That's my shot. Is that bad form?